welcome to this wonderful episode of Fall in Love. Well, in today's episode, we are going to talk about this amazing personalities. Well, we can call them the epitome of love. Well, it is none other than Amitabh Bachchan and Jaya Bachchan. Most talked love story of this couple, in Bollywood. Even today, you can imagine, if their love is so strong, it is only because of their bonding and the trust they have been having all through these years. Lot of controversies, lot of speculations, a lot of hiccups did happen in this couple's life, probably some things which they didn't even think about, but of course they had a huge fan following behind them, and probably they have these kind of complex or anything you can call that, it's some sort of things which fans normally would have. So all these things did not affect their love love life forward. But in today's episode, we'll be talking as to how they fell in love and how things went around. Amitabh and Jaya met in the year 1970 when Jaya was in Pune Film City. Well, at that point of time, they didn't fall in love or anything of that sort. But of course, Big B did leave an impression in Jaya Bhaduri's life. Jaya did, have a few criterias about, her husband and thing. Of course, like any girl, she also had a lot of fascination about her dream boy should be as such. But yes, when she saw the Big B right there at Pune, she didn't have any feelings, but of course the impression was set then and there. Later on, when Amitabh Bachchan did see her in one of the magazine cover, Jaya Bhaduri was spectacular in that magazine cover, and probably he did feel the feeling that she has got all the qualities which is required for his dream girl as such. Now that is how, when you see somebody, it's not necessary that you have to talk to him or talk to her and get to know more about her, but here also the same thing happened. They didn't know each other, they just saw once, and later on when Amitabh Bachchan went back home and saw the spectacular picture of this actress, he was totally in love with that lady. But you can't say that love blossomed then, but of course something did start cooking up inside them. Rishi Mukherjee is one person who in fact brought both these people together in the sets of the film Goody. Now it was then they actually met face to face, and they had time to talk to each other in the during the sets of Goody. Now another very cute thing which happened was she in fact found something in Amitabh that was not there in any other boys who walked her life. So in fact she also told her friends that she has found something different in this person who was not even a star then. In fact, Jaya Bachchan was a film star then, she was a superheroine then, but Amitabh was actually struggling for getting into the stardom. Even then Jaya did have some feelings for this boy there, and probably she did tell her friends she is feeling something for him, and she also told Amitabh the same thing, and Amitabh was like, I'm going to tell this around the world, but she then stopped because how cute that story was all about. So it's quite fascinating to see that they share a very good respect for each other. In between their love story also, there were a lot of speculations that Amitabh was in love with actress Rekha. Now Rekha's love affair was most talked about, Rekha and Amitabh Bachchan's love life, and of course they have mentioned it in their interviews as well, but that didn't affect their relationship because the bonding that they had was full of trust, and they didn't even bother about what people around did say, and even Rekha didn't bother about that why should the world bother about that. So probably that is one reason they are still staying strong. At the sets of Ek Nazar is when their love totally blossomed, must tell you. Well, they did fall in love with each other. They were like too much in love that they didn't even feel like separating from them, and soon their second film shooting was happening, and the director of the film did mention that if this film is going to be a hit, they are going to take them to London. Now when Amitabh went and told his father about his journey to London, if this film becomes a super hit, he would have to go to London with this girl Jaya, but Amitabh's father was so strict that he said, you are not going to London with a girl for sure, but then if you're going with a girl, it should be your wife. So such a sweet father. So this was the right time for Amitabh to tell his father that he is in love with Jaya and he wants to get married to Jaya so that they can go to London together. And that is one point when Amitabh did open up about his relationship to his family. After proposing to Jaya and convincing her parents, they both got hitched in the same day. On the same day, in fact, they're going to London. So they got married and then they flew to London. So he did keep his word with Jaya, and also he did keep his word with his father. So soon after that, they were blessed with beautiful kid Shweta Bachchan and also Abhishek Bachchan. Now, talking about their family life also, they ensure that, even though they are the star kids around, Amitabh is one person who does not take stardom to his head. In fact, he is a big P in Bollywood, and he has never showed as such to any of his colleagues or people around. In fact, every week there is this particular day where he goes up to his terrace and he waves his fans out there. So that is the love that he shows to his fans as well. So Jaya Bachchan also was ensured that, even after marriage, their life as an actor and as a mother, she did have two roles to play. You can see that she did act in a lot of films soon after her marriage as well, keeping in mind that, she takes care of her family, and that should not be in any way affected because of, her acting or anything of that sort. So Amitabh Bachchan was also quite okay with it, and he did say okay to, her acting as well. In one statement, Jaya Bachchan did say that I totally trust my husband and I don't care about what the industry speaks. So basically, this is all about the rumors that went around when he had relationship, or probably when people said he had relationship with Rekha and Zeerat and a lot of other actresses at that point of time. So she said that whatever happens, it is all because of the acting that, maybe he closely acted with all these actresses that, or probably it is one way of marketing their films as well. So you never know what happened then. But what we know right now is Jaya Bachchan and Amitabh Bachchan is quite happy in their relationship. So we are wishing them all the very best, and we are going to wind up today's episode of Fall in Love. We'll be coming back with yet another celebrity's love story. Till we meet again, it's Cynthia signing off. Bye-bye.